So, what were you saying about your Skims panties?
Oh, Jesus. I don't think I could do it.
Dang. That's nothing. Dang.
I just got some Skims panties, you know?
Where'd you get them from?
Um, online?
Right.
I don't know. It just came
Wait,
up on
it's
my
not
TikTok.
the hairy thongs, is it?
The what? Hairy thongs? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. No, I don't think it's those that I got.
It better not be.
There's no way that is the hairy ones. I
It
know it's
better
not.
not be the hairy
No.
thongs,
I,
because
I
that's
think
wicked.
I think it's they got lace.
Like, what be going on? What kind? Lord. Go off, period, I guess. I mean, no, don't get, I support.
Oh my god.
So are you gonna have to like what is this? Are you gonna send a picture? Oh, I got him. Like, what is he? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong for asking.
I guess so. That's what it is.
What does that mean? What is that leading to?
I have no idea.
Because friends don't buy friends draws. I don't, at least.
You know, I
But
really
everybody's
don't.
friends different, so I don't know.
I don't. I don't know. Okay, like I'm trying to figure it out. I really don't know. I've tried to address it or like, just kind of bring it up like, hey, like what are we doing? Whatever the case is, but I'm also like once I had did that, I was like, wait, like I don't also want to commit to a relationship right now. Not that like I'm cuz I'm not even entertaining other people, which is the crazy thing. I just I'm just in the point in my life where I'm like I just need to stick to what I'm doing and not just get into a relationship. So
So
like
you
me bringing
truly feel that, though?
I do because
Really?
yeah, because now it's like I think of like don't get me wrong, I want to be in a relationship. I want to get in a relationship, but like when I think of like getting into a relationship right now, I'm like, ooh, because right now I don't have to worry about anybody. The only person that I'm worrying about is myself. Once I take that next step and that commitment, now I'm having to worry about me and that person.
Absolutely. At some point in your life, especially if you've been in a relationship for the majority of your existence, especially like your 20s, is you have to feel that way at least once, if not more. Like that's necessary, 100%.
Yeah.
Because at our age, you know, like it's time to get serious, we can't
Right.
be in the second half of our 20s playing games.
Yeah. Right.
So
You know, it's so funny that you said that because I was literally thinking that. I was like, damn, when am I going to have kids? I'm like, I'm in this mindset of like, like, oh, whatever, I just need to focus on what I'm doing with myself. But then I'm like, when am I going to have kids? Like, I'm about to turn 25, less than 6 months,
less than 6 months.
and I have no children. But, you know, I try not to like get looped in that.
No, it's the same thing you said earlier when you said that we're all on our path. So, but at some point you do have to turn the tide and be like, okay, well, it's time to get serious.
I guess like the person that I'm dealing with, he's more so focused on getting his life together so that he could then do that. Because he knows if he were to try and get in a relationship now, he's gonna get distracted. Understandable, because now you're in a relationship, it's the focus isn't just you, it's that person as well. So of course you're gonna get distracted no matter how much I support. You know what I'm saying? Um, so there's that, and just, just him trying to get everything together. I'm also trying to get my stuff together. So it's like there is no room for that.
Do you think it's important for people to do that separately or together? Because you think a lot of people your age, our age, are.
My age, you're 22.
That's why I said our age. You think it's more important to do it separately or like to do it in a relationship?
Honestly, I think you could do that in a relationship. Um, but I also do think it depends on the situation. We've just known each other for a really long time. So I feel like if we were to get into a relationship and that we have a friendship, um, him trying to grow what he's doing and me trying to grow what I'm doing, I feel like we would be able to do it because we're understanding of the levels that we're at. But if I were to be talking to a person that I just met, then no. Because I'm still having to learn this person. I'm still, not understanding of what they're going through, whatever the case is. So in that situation, I don't think you would have to do that separate.
Yeah.
But I'm always here for like doing it in the relationship.
It 100% just depends on the person, but even in the last time we had this, like I told you to just stick it out until, if you know that
Yeah.
you have a good person, to just, stick it out and just continue to buy each other skim straws and stuff, and then y'all
I wasn't expecting that.
I know.
That was good. That was real good. That was real good. Oh my goodness.
And and one day it'll all pay off, right?
I pray to the Lord because what is going on?
Welcome back to another episode. It's been a hot minute. Just getting right into it. Moved home, love it, so much fun. Um, I felt a way about it at first because I felt like I was like letting myself down, but at the same time, like a lot of people, I'm just grateful that I have somewhere to call home, and a lot of people don't have that. So I think in the last part you asked me if there's any pros or cons, and I don't have like a single con. Like I'm just
Yeah.
grateful, eternally grateful for my auntie and even my sister, I guess, but um I'm just grateful to be around family and to have family because
Yeah.
there's some people who ain't got that.
I
So no
don't.
cons, everything's good. So yeah, I moved home and it took me a minute to get settled, to get my room rearranged and to get like
Yeah.
back in the mental, because the same time I moved out is when the second part happened, and that broke me down to my core for a hot minute. There was like a good probably 3 weeks that I just wasn't me at all, and I was trying to be, but I just wasn't. That's where I've been. Any notes for you?
I mean, I've kind of posted a little bit because I did like my vlogs or whatever. Um, but I don't really know. Where have I been?
I
I've
mean,
just
like you haven't had any major anything other than just
no.
like I was going because I was going through the motions. Like I was
Yeah.
emotionally, and it's not natural for me to like pick up a camera when I'm going through like a really hard time. Like I don't even want
Yeah.
to see my phone, you know? So Kayla held
I
it down.
Yeah, I think that was just like kind of like my venting, like sometimes like just talking. Like I'm a talk I have to talk about it. So
Mhm.
I think that was like a good way of like letting me do that was posting like the vlogs. But I think the only really big thing that has happened to me is like I don't want to say a friendship fallout because I don't think it's a friendship fallout. Um but like yeah, I think that's really the only thing. Other than that, I've literally just been on the go, working and trying to get my business going.
Yeah, we did just get back from New Orleans like a month ago, which is insane. It was not a
Bro,
month ago. I'm gonna put clips in of Kayla acting a fool, but it
why am I always the fool? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know, like, it's ridiculous, okay? I'm
um
trust me, y'all, it wasn't as bad as that damn party.
yes.
It wasn't.
No, I'm agreeing. I'm
Oh,
agreeing.
okay. Oh, and I guess the other thing that happened to me is the transitioning between different departments. That's been a really big
Oh
transition
yeah,
for
I
me.
don't think we talked about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, just transitioning. I was in the same department for forever, my whole career at the job, and going into a different department. That's
No,
been a big transition.
it's
But
really hard. Nothing is like customer service, so it's everything is going to be very, very, very different. Especially if you got
mhm,
people who don't want to teach you or don't want to
yeah.
help you. It's like,
I think, well, for me, it's just so hard because I was in customer service for 8 years, bro. 8 years. Like, it's literally what helped me start talking. Like, I was the shyest thing, which I still think I'm shy, but so hard for me.
yeah,
And
I
then
don't miss it
now I'm
most
not
days though.
talking for 8 hours because the
I
person
love
that I
it.
work with doesn't talk to me.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I like to have conversations sometimes, but I've learned that I am way more introverted than I ever thought I was because I hate
Yeah,
interactions.
so hard for me.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't miss
now
it
I'm
most
not
days though.
talking for 8 hours because the
I
person
love
that I
it.
work with doesn't talk to me.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I like to have conversations sometimes, but I've learned that I am way more introverted than I ever thought I was because I hate
Yeah,
interactions. I
yeah,
like, especially when it be personal stuff. Baby, I don't care. You ain't got to tell me.
yeah,
Please.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't care.
You've been out
Um,
of customer service longer than me.
yeah.
So I'll understand that, which I kind of am understanding it because now, since I'm not, now I'm getting used to not talking. When I start to talk, I'm like, I could hear myself talking and I'm like, okay, like, shut up.
That's real. It'd be like that. But the best thing is to have like that if you have like I have a work best friend who I literally tell everything.
Yeah,
Like
which is so good.
who I literally pop up on at any point and hey girl, what you doing? Oh,
Yeah,
I ain't doing nothing. You know, like it's a little bit different. I can be
yeah,
selective when I want to talk. I'd be mad
right.
if I wanted to talk and I ain't have nobody to talk to.
Yeah, I ain't got nobody. That's the
Nah,
crazy thing.
then I'd be a little sad. But
Yeah.
I saw um basically like are we behind in life, you know? And we kind of talked about it a little bit so far, but
Hmm.
girl, I don't know. I
Do
it's
you think you're
crazy.
behind?
Yes. And it's crazy because I have this conversation with somebody with my work bestie. I was just telling her and I was like we were talking about school and I'm like everyone doesn't have the same resources. Everybody doesn't have the
Mhm.
same, like, some people's family pay for their school. Like,
Yeah.
you can't ever just sit and compare your path. And everybody goes through different stuff, you know? So,
Mhm.
like, you can't compare your path to everybody. Like, you see everybody graduate, and it's like, dang, when am I gonna graduate? But it's like, bro,
Yeah.
everybody's, as long as you get to where you're going, you'll be fine. It doesn't matter the path that you take, or, if you have to stop sometimes, just don't. And I told her that, but I still will beat myself up. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so self-aware and I know these things, but it's like I don't give myself grace when it applies
Yeah.
to me. At the same time, I think I have to apply that pressure on myself to keep going,
Yeah.
which is like, why do you have to beat yourself up to keep going? What is that?
Yeah.
But
It's That's so crazy that you said that because the event that I just did, um the person that was like in charge of it was one of my old high school teachers.
really,
Yeah, and so when I walked up and I saw him, I was like, "Do you remember me?" And he was like, "Yes." Like, "Oh my gosh." Like, he was like, Tell me your name again." Whatever. And so then at the end of the event, um he was like, "So what's the next step? Like, what are you gonna do?" And then I was just telling him, I was like, I feel like I'm struggling a little bit now with the event. And um even though that was my second one, but like I just don't know how to really like network, like
hmm
I was like, it's easy for me to do it at my job and everything like that, but when it comes to my own thing, it's hard. And he was basically saying, of course, um defending somebody else or backing somebody else is easier, but when it comes to yourself, it's so hard.
no,
Like the devil trying to hold you back to your potential.
yeah.
So like that self sabotage, like so that you don't get to the point of where you're supposed to be at. You don't continue the path that you're supposed to be on. But
Mm.
having to like continue to remind yourself is so hard, bro.
The same way that you go to work and you work, like, you gotta be willing to put that same energy into yourself and
Yeah.
anything that you want to do. And it's hard at the end of the day. And I think we've said this before, like, you have to continue to show up for yourself,
Yeah.
just like you show up for a job until you don't have to show up for the job. Like, there's gonna be a period where you have to do two times as hard, you know? You work hard at work, work two times harder for yourself, you
Yeah.
know? But, child, it'd be hard.
Yeah, but you have to understand your situation is a little bit different too because you're also in school.
Girl,
So you trying to juggle your job, trying to do something else to get out of the job that you're in, to then do something for yourself, is also you have a third thing to juggle,
and
you
then
know?
like two more, because my head is always, I'm such a creative person.
Yeah.
I just don't have I don't think I have enough room for my creativity, so a lot of it gets lost. But I have to be doing something,
Yeah.
or,
But you have to pace yourself. So you'll
and
come up, don't get me wrong, 100%. Like you come up with so many ideas and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, yes." Like, but you have to work on the one thing. Once you got that, then you could jump to your next thing. You
absolutely. And a lot of, not to cut you off, but a
Mhm.
lot of that is just to get it out of my head.
Yeah,
Like, I'm not actively working on
wanting
it, but I have to put it somewhere where it sticks. So that at
Yeah.
some point, once I do get to that point, I can come back to it. Because if I don't, or if I don't
Yeah.
complete the thought, then I'm gonna lose it. If that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh no, I definitely understand. Cause
But yeah,
I be cool, like it'll go through my brain and like in a second it's gone.
because I think there can be times when I'm, dare I say, I can't say that I'm more organized because I don't think so, but there are times where I guess I'm more structured and
Mhm.
you're more of the creative one, and then it'll flip flop, and then it's like, oh, you're more structured, and then it's, but it does it at the right times and when it's supposed to, if that
Yeah,
makes any sense.
100%. And that's why it just always goes back to like we just work so well together.
Yeah.
Because
It
it's like when someone's lacking, the other one's picking it up, you
yeah.
know?
Friendship is almost like you have to nurture it. It has to be, you have to care, and you have to
Yeah.
be willing to show up and do all those things just like you would in a relationship, you know.
Mhm.
And that can get hard, but and I feel like I'm terrible at it, but I'm also really, really, really incredibly hard on myself. But
Yeah. I
I'll be
don't I
fine.
think you one thing that I've haven't really had in a friendship that that character trait that you have is that you're like you really reassure. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and it's like
Mhm.
stuff that is you don't have to do it necessarily. You know, like
Mhm.
it's not something that you need to do, but you do it and then it's like, "Oh damn, like I appreciate that because
Yeah.
my mind went there, but it wasn't trying to go there because I don't want to be that kind of friend, but it did." You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, I don't want you to ever think that you're a bad friend because there's certain things that you do that I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
It's
But
I just hate that for me, the thing that irritates me the most is that like I just don't communicate in the form of like texting or Snapchat because I have
yeah.
ADHD. And so I'll look, I'm like, dang, it's been like 6 hours. Why haven't I? And I'll
Mm.
have sometimes I'll be done typed it and didn't send it.
I will just text you. Like I'll
Yeah,
spam you if anything. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
if I feel some type of way of like, oh, you didn't respond back to me or whatever, I will literally just double text you.
yeah. And it's fine. It
Because
doesn't bother me, and I'm the same way.
I
Yeah.
understand. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
but that just goes back to we just get it.
Yeah. The question was, are we behind in life? Girl, I don't know. I think it's really just the pace, but it's so easy
Yeah.
to look at other people and be like, I want that. I want to be there. But all
Yeah.
in due time, like
You know
100%.
what? That you're saying that, I don't think that way anymore. But when I was 22, I was in that phase.
Mhm.
Because I just had moved back to Columbus. That is so crazy. I just moved back to Columbus. Um, I had gotten off of TikTok for like a month because the feeds that were everything that was coming through my For You page was just people my age going on trips, this lavish life and everything like that. And I'm here
Mhm.
working part time, barely making any money, going to school, not really having friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Damn.
like, it was
Me.
just like like, I was just in my head and,
Mhm.
and just having that like comparison. And so I got off of TikTok and then that's when I started therapy. Because then I was, going through it in my relationship at that time and it was just so much and I was always crying. I was always a mess. But that was like one thing, the comparing myself and feeling like I wasn't, I
Mhm.
feeling like I was behind or not worthy and like all that. And I was 22.
For
That
me, it just kind of comes and goes because ultimately I've accepted that I'm in the building stages, the building
yeah.
years. So
Mhm.
like I may feel away, but it doesn't stay. Yeah. And who's to say what is behind and what's not behind? Like what's the standard? What are we basing it off of? So
Yeah, we're in different times now, so what your parents did is not what we're
Please.
doing. It's different
Yeah,
times. So,
100%.
yeah, I think we have to
1000%.
I think like now society needs to get out of that. Like stop trying to put a label on us that like, oh, we're behind when in reality, no, we're just in a different time and that's
Mhm.
just what it is now. Gotta
100%.
give ourselves some grace, you
Some
know?
grace. It's hard. Like I said, I'm
Yeah.
really, really hard on myself, but I feel like I have to be
Yeah.
to keep going. Because
Yeah.
if I'm not hard on myself, then I'm gonna be like, oh well, like is what it is. Like I have to be
Yeah.
that voice that's like, okay, no, negative.
Yeah. Oh, one of my friends, he just said he was like, "Well, that means you care." Because I was saying that I was nervous about my event and it's well, it's the same person. It's the
Mm,
same person. Um, but yeah, he was like, that just means that you care. Okay, you're
yeah,
nervous. That just means you care. So yeah, you're
hundred
hard on
percent.
yourself. That just means you care.
And it's confessionals.
Okay.
Okay. What's the pettiest thing that you've ever done in a relationship or friendship? And what's what's a time you got caught doing something you definitely weren't supposed to? The pettiest thing I've done in a friendship was probably when I hid the trash bags when I lived with my friend. I mean, I probably did a lot of petty things, honestly, because I'm very petty. But I did put the trash bags in my room, and
Period.
I put a lot of things in my room. So, but you know what?
No, say it again.
Um, I put the trash bags in my room. I did. Cause she went buy the trash bags. Trash bags are
Yeah,
expensive.
they
And so we
are.
had a discussion about it and like she still didn't buy no trash bags. And so I was just like, but that's a whole other can of worms and we both had wrongs and rights in that. So that was petty of me though. That's what I'm saying on that. Not talking bad
Yeah.
about anybody, but that was very petty of me because it's just a trash bag. Like, but I think I look at things very black and white
Mhm.
because I'm autistic. And
What?
so, no, me,
What?
no, me,
Because
bro.
I'm autistic. What do you mean,
Yes,
bro? Okay, go.
because I've given you a whole rundown on why I am. But when I my brain like reads a situation as either being right or wrong. Like, and if you're
Yeah.
wrong, then I really like it's just like you're just wrong. In today's time, there really is no right and wrong. It's
Yeah.
who has the most followers. You could have 1,000 people and they be dead ass wrong. I'm talking about wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. But you got one right person.
Mhm.
Like it can be shifted so easily and that's what's so
Yeah.
scary. Like there is no right and wrong anymore and I hate that because right is right and wrong is wrong, you know.
Yep.
It'd be hard for me to read between the lines sometimes because I just take things for what they are
Yeah.
sometimes. I have to be like, okay, like maybe I should read between the lines, but yes. Long story short, I was wrong for putting the trash bags in my room. At this point in the video, Kayla completely loses her video footage. You can still hear her, but you cannot see her. Sorry for the inconvenience. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. But yeah, so I think um I remember it was COVID and I had COVID. I had gotten COVID that first time and my friends from Florida, they were like so MIA. And it was irritating me because I'm like, damn, like I always have to like reach out to them, or if I do, it's like not for long. And it was just so irritating, you know? And like I'm sick, and this is like a scary thing going around, and it's like nobody cares. Like in my eyes, it was like nobody cared about me. And so I had posted on my Snapchat, but it was like my private, and I was saying something about like me being sick, and like, like the closest people to you, like not even checking up on you, and blah blah blah, blah. Like I was just like going off, like, and like mind you, I didn't really post like me talking like that. Not that I remember. And so I remember one of them, she had like commented on it, and like me and her had gotten into it, and we had fell off for like, I don't want to say a year, but it was a good minute. And then we had winded up like re like connecting or whatever after the fact. So we had like talked about that situation and everything. But yeah, but me and her aren't friends again. So
Same.
yeah.
Same.
I haven't talked to her. And that, I think I mentioned it. I don't know, maybe not. But she had knew, or I had told her that I was pregnant, and then she was like saying like, "Oh, so are you indicating that you're keeping the baby?" And I was
Oh,
like,
you did tell me that. That's crazy.
"Yeah." And I was like, "What?"
They
And
want
then
to
I had,
normalize abortions too much. I'm sorry. Like,
yes.
that is not normal.
Yes, and then when I had said that I wanted to go to Disney for my birthday because that was going to be literally my last outing before I had a child, and she was like, "That's not
You were
responsible of you."
I'm not gonna say, but you would have, girl, you would have done that for real?
Go to Disney? Yes.
Like, I'm
I
saying, do you
would have.
think you would have been able to enjoy it
Oh
the
yeah,
same?
I was only going to be not even 20 weeks pregnant.
Oh, I'm thinking like full 39,
No.
40.
Mm-mm.
That's why I'm
No.
like, girl, I would have.
Mm-mm. No. No, if I was that far along,
Okay.
I wouldn't have done it. But because yeah, no. I would have been like, I think I was going to be like anywhere between 16 and 20 weeks. So
Okay, yeah,
I would
no.
have, yeah, I would have been out of that first trimester. So then I would have really been good.
Yeah, okay, I
Like
got
that's
you.
like the perfect time. So yeah, so that's, that would have been my last time though, because it's for my birthday. And then the summer I would have been pregnant
No,
for real, you
that
know?
makes sense. 100%.
Yes. So, and she was like, "Oh, that's not responsible of you. You need to save your money, this, that, and the third." Mind you, you don't know if my parents were going to pay for it. You don't know my finances. You didn't ask me any of this. You just assumed. And
Yeah.
then I was being like, I wasn't even feeding into her. I really wanted to crash out, but my ex, he was like, "No, don't do that. Just be like, oh, I want you to be there, blah, 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 like whatever the case is." So I wasn't even crashing out on her. But if it was really me talking, boy, I would have been on her ass. After that, we didn't really talk. And then when I lost the baby, I had told her, and that was literally it. Like, I don't even remember what she had said when I had told her that I lost a baby, and haven't heard from her since.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
But I feel like I'm at the point now where, like, any friendships that I had in high school are just high school friendships. That
Yeah.
ship has sailed. I'm not really interested in like rekindling. It's just kind of done now. Like, it's been
Yeah.
enough time. It's like, yeah, I used to know you, but I've been three people since then, so baby, you don't know nothing over here, you know? So
Yeah.
it's in the history books, and it's time to move past it.
I think I'm just now getting to that point. Because well with her, I mean, that's we've It's been almost 2 years now, which is so crazy to think about. But with her, I knew her in middle school. So now, like after that, I was just like, it is what it is. If we were to like, start back talking or have a conversation, cool, because it's bound to happen because I'm still friends with people with
Right.
the same people that she hangs out with. But anyways,
Mhm.
that's it is what it is. But like from over here, um, and like high school friendships, like I'm kind of now like accepting it because of the situation that just happened to me. Like you made me feel how I felt, and I'm like, that's not cool. Like I was never that kind of friend to you. And for me to like get that feeling from you is like, nah, bruh. And I
Yeah.
always have to look, if I always have to look for you, I'm exhausted. Like I've always been that kind of friend. I always have to look for my friends and like check
And
up on my friends and everything like that.
uh,
And it's like, damn, what about me?
with that being said, another thing, there is nothing than getting to the point to where you feel like you ain't even gotta like you don't even gotta explain yourself. Like you got one time to come at me sideways, especially as a man. I feel like you no. You got one time to say something that don't sit right in my spirit. No. I've gotten everything off my chest that I feel I need to. This has been another episode. We are
Yes.
so back. OMG. We want to do like a segment to where it's like a dial in or a write in. Like just ask us a question, you need
Yeah.
advice, you
Hmm.
just want to talk to somebody. We want to be more interactive. So
Yeah.
email us in and we'll include it and we'll discuss it and talk
Yes.
about it.
And of
So,
course, it would be anonymous and everything like
oh,
that.
yeah.
Or y'all could just comment.
If you have a topic that you think we should discuss, that as well. Just anything
Hmm.
you want to say.
Yeah.
Um, I think we should send this to, um, I would say a friendship that is sailed, but that ship is sailed. So we don't want to turn it around. So
Yeah.
send this to a new friend.
Right. To your new
New
bestie.
beginnings. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, send this to your new bestie or your new man if you got
Yes.
one. Cause I
Yeah.
do.
What?
Yeah.
What? What? See, she
I'm
don't be telling me
always,
shit, bruh.
girl, I'll be done went through 3 talking stages and never spoke a word because it ain't
No, I
worth it.
know. I already know. Girl, I already know.
Goodbye.
Yes. Bye. See y'all later.
Life move fast and you do what you want.